Hey guys, today on Rich with Cars, I bring you 2019 BMW M5 competition. I'll give you guys a very quick review on this car since it's already been reviewed so many times since it's a 2019. But I also want to give you guys a top 3 likes and dislikes. On top of that, I'll do a quick interview with the owner of this car to give you guys some insight on the ownership experience of this beautiful driving machine. So, guys, let's strap in and take a look. So this 2019 M5 competition comes in a color called Singapore Gray Metallic. I actually love this color just because it's got like a very dark gunmetal look and it gives it more of a sort of sinister feel to it. On top of that, I love the wheels that come with this competition. A lot of people have their difference of opinions on black wheels just because you don't get to see the design work of the wheel itself. But with this, gunmetal gray that it comes with, it looks really phenomenal and it gives a very sinister look. So generally speaking, in terms of design, this is the pre-LCI version of the M5. LCI being the Lifecycle Impulse, which is facelifted version of the M5 with sort of the new headlights and the new tail lights. But this one particularly, I really enjoy. Like I said, it's a competition. Some of the things that are standard on the competition include the black grille over there and a lot of the black accents on the vehicle all around it. So let's just see all around. So I believe these wheels also are part of the competition look, including this black trim over here, the black trim on the actual side view mirrors, and then moving on to the rear, you also get black trim on the lower portion of the rear bumper as well. So those are very specific to the M5 comp, as well as this black lip spoiler. It would have been nice if it came with carbon fiber. So one of the cool things on this M5 comp, which I believe also comes with the regular M5, is this carbon fiber roof. This carbon fiber roof alone actually saves about anywhere between 5 to 10 pounds, and it helps in terms of lowering the center of gravity. So in terms of design, I really love the couple lines that you see over here in the middle. It sort of gives us sort of like a very aggressive look, similar to like a hood bulge, if you want to call it. That's really cool. You got the other character lines that are on the side, but I think these in the middle are specific to the M5. Of course, some other notable things to the M5 and M5 comp are all these openings, this front bumper. It basically allows for additional cooling, which is normal. You got a 4.4 liter twin turbo V8 under the bonnet, so that's normal to actually have all that opening. That's really cool stuff as well. Of course, you got this side vent over here that gives it a very cool look and different to the regular 5 Series. And then you got different lower side sills, and then of course you have your different rear fascia, which includes a lower rear bumper and your quad exhausts, which gives it a very sinister look as well. Heading towards the interior, we have some matte carbon fiber accents, and then you got some leather with your window controls as well. You have a Bars & Wilkins sound system on this particular one, which is the upgraded system. I believe this actually lights up at night, which is very cool. One thing that I love about the M5 are these seats. These seats are phenomenal. It's not my first time being in an M5, and I really love the shape, comfort, and functionality of these seats. Let's go inside quickly and take a look. So apologies right off the bat with the AC. It's very hot outside, but just want to show you guys really quickly. You got the 3-spoke steering wheel here on the M5 with these M buttons as well. You got your different controls. And this is the pre-LCI dash, which is fully digital. You have a fully digital dash here, which shows quite a bit of information. But the thing is that I believe that it doesn't actually change too much in terms of look based on the drive mode. So let's say you want to change drive modes. Let's just say this. You do have a bit of a change on the actual rings, like around there, but not too much in terms of complete look. Why? Because you also have these rings that keep it to a specific type of layout. So that's basically your dash over there, and of course you have your middle console over here with iDrive. The newer version of the M5 has an updated iDrive system, but nonetheless this one is also quite usable. I like how the fact that you have different tiles for the different types of function. The other cool thing is that you can also change these tiles based on the layout that you want, or you can change what type of things that you want showing on over here on your home screen. You have a semi-digital AC control system, which has some hard buttons over there. You have your dial, and then you have some other buttons over here as well that are part of the digital system. So more carbon fiber, matte carbon fiber look over here. You have your middle console over here, which includes your M-specific gear selector, your iDrive system, which also has some touch over here. And then you have other buttons here, which include your exhaust, your steering feel, suspension, responsiveness on your acceleration, and then your camera system and other things as well. A middle console over here, which is semi-sizable, but still pretty usable. And then of course, you have your dash that continues over here with the carbon fiber look. A bit of, I believe the top part of the dash is synthetic leather. And something else that I do enjoy is the roof over here, the ceiling, which is Alcantara as well. A quick look at the trunk. Quite voluminous over here. I'll show you guys the numbers in terms of the amount of space that you have in here, but definitely very, very useful. That's definitely one of the things that I do like, is the fact that you have a lot of space here in the back. Now we have the engine bay over here, housing this beast of an engine, 4.4 liter V8 twin turbo. I believe it pushes about 620 horsepower and approximately 548. I'll put the numbers up anyways, pounds per foot of torque. But this engine honestly is so powerful. I mean, I've gotten the opportunity to drive it, and you know, the amount of power that you get on this engine honestly is effortless. It just keeps on pushing, it keeps on pulling. You know, let's not forget, this car is, you know, is a 4-door sports sedan that does 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. Of course, we're not talking about electric power, but in terms of the internal combustion engine, this car is definitely up there. It does numbers very similar to exotic cars. Definitely impressive. So now guys, I'm gonna give you a quick overview of my top 3 likes and dislikes. So let's start off with the likes. Number 1, this BMW M5, like a lot of cars in its segment, like the E63 and even the Audi RS6, you know, they're great all-arounders. But this particular one, the M5 competition, does a great job at basically doing everything. And doing everything quite well, to be honest. Let's just get started. From one perspective, you have the fact that it's a luxury sports sedan. You can just show up to an executive meeting, you can show up to a, you know, dinner at night or a gala and blend in without a problem. It's not like you're gonna come in like a complete douchebag in a Lamborghini or something like that and have everybody looking at you. The good thing about this is that you have the luxury, you have the class, and able to show up with no attention drawn to you, but at the same time you have the beast power that comes from the twin turbo V8. So like I was saying, you have the best of all worlds in this BMW M5. You have classy design, amazing performance. You basically have Beauty and the Beast over here. So you can carry 4 grown adults, even 5 people potentially here. You have comfort, you have sportiness, it's super convenient, and you got the power and performance of basically almost an exotic. Like number 2, this 4.4 liter twin turbo engine. How could you not like this? Like I mentioned before, it's got effortless power, and I'm pretty sure that BMW underrated the power on this vehicle, just because, I mean, you're basically moving a 4,400 pound vehicle in under 3 seconds in 0 to 60. And I mean, the power in this is just like a rocket ship. You got incredible power all across its RPM range, and you know, it'll take you up to almost 200 miles an hour. So how could you not like this engine? I really enjoy it quite a bit, and the exhaust note that comes out of it is quite incredible. In fact, you know what? Let's take a listen. Like number 3, the seats. I think I mentioned this before, and you guys probably were gonna get an idea about it. These seats, in terms of design, look incredible. I love the shoulder bolstering over there. I love the M5 logo over there. It lights up at night, so it gives you even more of a sort of cool look. You got quite a bit of bolstering here on the sides and even on your butt area or hip area as well. And it's got quite a bit of adjustability. I believe they're 18-way power seats, if I'm not wrong. I have to double check. I'll put it on the screen for you guys. Not only are they nice, supportive, but they're also massaging, believe it or not. I love the fact that these are massaging, so if you take this beast on a long drive, you're also gonna get some massaging alongside with them. So number 3, the seats. So I'm gonna talk about the top 3 dislikes that I have. It's been very hard to come up with them, so guys, don't kill me for this. You know, I know it's a lot of nitpicking. I can't necessarily say that there's a lot of dislikes or that I really dislike some of these things, but I wanted to give you guys sort of my perspective on it. So number 1 is the build quality. And what I mean by that is, despite the fact that you're paying, you know, 120,000 plus for such an incredible all-arounder sports sedan beast of a vehicle, sometimes I feel like when you're touching some parts of the interior, it feels a little cheap, and some people know about this. So what I mean is, let's see if you guys can hear this. Let's try to hear it again. There, here in the middle. I don't know, I just find that the feel, I mean, I don't get that, let's say for example in other vehicles like my Lexus LC, for example, you don't get these creaks all around the car. But aside from that, I mean, I think most of the materials are pretty solid, to be honest. So that's my dislike number 1. So dislike number 2, I can't say it's too much of a dislike, and I'm sure it improves over time in terms of the ownership experience, but despite the fact that it's complete in terms of the capabilities of the infotainment system, I find that the infotainment system is a little cumbersome. I like the fact that you can actually adjust, you know, the layout over here, but at the end of the day, you know, when you want to get to certain things, it's not as easy or as straightforward as you might think. There's just so many different things, and that's sort of it's a result of having a system that is so comprehensive. What ends up happening is you end up having all these different options and menus to be able to adjust all these different settings. So don't get me wrong, guys, it's nothing too bad, but it's just a little bit cumbersome and it takes a little bit of time to get used to, I guess. And finally, dislike number 3, it's not a huge dislike, but despite the fact that it looks really nice, as I've said in some other reviews, is this gloss black. Now you guys can see that you know, this car has been owned for quite some time. Yeah, he just cleaned it so it doesn't show too bad, but I don't know if you guys see some of the marks over there, but that's the bad thing about gloss black, is that it smudges and it scratches very easily. And thank God that they only did some gloss black over here in the middle. Yeah, they did some just maybe around the AC vents over here, for example, but nothing too major. So yeah, that's basically it. Dislike number 3, is a gloss black. So guys, as I told you, I have the owner of this M5 comp here. Gonna ask him a few questions. Thank you very much for allowing me to review your car, do a quick review, and I really enjoyed it. Let's hear what this owner has to say. So my first question is, what actually led you to actually get this M5?
You know, the M brand is legendary. It speaks for itself. My original goal was an M3 convertible. Just a gorgeous car. That was a dream car for me. Like, I'm like, when I can do that, I'm absolutely doing it. You know, it's just the vision, you know. But then I have a family now, and you know, small kids. So I needed something that was a good mix, a real good hybrid. And basically, the seat space in the back, the leg room in the back, allowed me to have room for my son. So it really just kind of became not only my daily driver, but also a family car as well. And then I didn't have to sacrifice on the power
and performance
and the handling and all that.
Yeah, which goes back to my first like about this car is the fact that it's a great all-rounder. You know, you got convenience, you got luxury, you got power, you got performance. So yeah, you basically support that first like that I mentioned before. Second question is, how has your ownership experience been since you got this car? Any issues that people should know about? Anything that they should look out for? Any good things about the car? Anything that you want to say about your ownership experience that really pops out at you?
Ownership experience has been great. It doesn't spend a ton of time at the dealer in the shop. It really doesn't. It's pretty routine. Like, I've owned a lot of different makes and models of cars over the years, and it's pretty normal from that standpoint. On the positive side, I think it's just a great driving experience. It's an all-arounder. It's a true all-around vehicle. Like, any box you're looking to go for, it definitely checks. You don't have to leave it sitting in the garage as like a garage queen, and it will nanny you on the road if you're tired. You know, you can put on the lane stability control and all the different controls, the massaging seats. It does have that functionality, but then also you can get it on the track and it'll light it up there as well. So on the positive side, that it's there. On the negative side, it's really hard, honestly, to come up with negatives on the vehicle. I mean, I think it would just be standard BMW negatives, like, you know, car's not cheap, obviously, so there's a cost involved.
Of course.
That's definitely a negative. And then some of the technology, it's so much technology intertwined with the vehicle,
right,
that it really makes it, sometimes, you know, that can be a little bit buggy, and just trying to understand how much you have access to in the vehicle takes a lot of time. But, you know, not much in the way of complaints. I don't know if I would keep it once it gets older and older and older. Like, I might Toyota or a Honda or something Japanese that just has that longevity.
Right.
But you know, it's a great vehicle. I have to say that I really enjoy it.
So speaking of other cars, my last question is, what car did you end up coming from to actually get this?
So like I said, this is my daily driver. It's my performance and power car. So actually, I had a weekender that I would use, which was a Charger, a Dodge Charger Hellcat.
Oh, nice.
SRT. Also loaded and all that kind of fun stuff. So that would be fun for the weekend. My daily driver was a Lexus IS. But this car, kind of, the great thing about it is it's a hybrid of both.
Yeah, it merges both of them together. So you get the convenience of the Lexus and the drivability, daily drivability of the Lexus.
Yep.
And the performance of a Hellcat, basically.
Yeah, basically all in one. So
nice.
Definitely a great car. Very enjoyable.
Good luck with the rest of the ownership experience with this vehicle. I hope you don't have any major issues before you get rid of it. I know that, if I understood, you got an extended warranty, so I'm sure that that's going to cover a lot of your worries. So
yep.
Once again, thanks a lot for your time. Appreciate the you know, the feedback on the ownership experience. And guys, if there's anything that you want to know a little bit more, make sure to comment below. So thanks a lot once again.
Guys, Rich with Cars. Thank you, Rich. Appreciate
Thanks.
it.
Appreciate it. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this quick review, top 3 likes and dislikes, and ownership interview of this gorgeous BMW M5 Comp, 2019, of course. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Once again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.